Ask Me Anything, episode 125. Welcome back. Second, you guys know the drill. Came over to my parents' place to enjoy the view, sitting in the backyard. Belgium, the weather is starting to pick up. What's up, Hussein? How you doing? Already 5 people here. That's a good sign. I hope everyone's summer weather is starting to pick up. It's been a long, long, long winter. Jen and Nicole, I am drinking my favorite Belgian beer. This is called a Duvel. Duvel is like it's a dialect Dutch word for devil in Dutch, right? Yes, that's my mom in the background. I'm at my parents' place. Yeah, so this Duvel is quite a heavy beer. If you drink three of those, you'll be drunk. Jenna, if you ever have the opportunity to drink a Belgian beer, let it be this one, Duvel. It's quite strong, but I like it a lot. It's very popular here in Belgium. I'm telling you, if I drink three of those, I'm drunk, legitimately drunk. So I never tend to drink more than one. Moderation, guy. Moderation is key with anything. Learn how to just have a little bit. Never indulge. Yeah, that's my mom in the background. She just got done doing groceries, and now she's putting everything into place. We like to come here, and my girlfriend as well. She likes to come here and work because it's well, they have a beautiful backyard. It's just amazing. I'll show you guys for those who haven't seen it yet. This is my view. This is what I'm looking at. So this is just absolutely fantastic. The biggest perk of living on the Belgian countryside is people actually have space here. People, my dad. Oh man, my folks don't know that that they're alive. My dad is a firm believer of suns out, guns out. Clearly, Crosby is beautiful, right? I know. That's why I love coming here. Even though I spent a lot of time living in the city, this is where I grew up, So it's always hard to. It's funny because you don't appreciate it until you finally get to an older age. Yeah, I'm born and raised here. Like this is literally where I was born and raised. This is my home. It's not the same, You're just renting flats, renting. It's always like the thing is, like growing up here, I it's funny because you think it's normal, right? When you're a kid, you have no concept of the world. You know, I still thought it was normal. It wasn't really until I went to live in LA that I realized that if you would want to have this type of space, this type of property in California, you would have to be a millionaire. Now we are far far from that. My parents are my mom was a high school teacher. My dad was a technician. Very humble people. Now anymore, like now, real estate prices have gone through the roof. Like I could never in a million years. I hope the connection is strong. I hope I'm not lagging. Cheers, buddy. In the meantime, guys, ask me anything. Don't hold back. Don't be shy. That's why we're here. Shouldn't have to tell you. Do you have any regrets in your life? Um, any regrets in my life? Yeah, I should have gone to a different dentist. That's my biggest regret. If I would have had a more qualified dentist, then it wouldn't have happened to me. But not really. Like, I don't have like I don't really have something that makes me go like, man, if only I would have done this or that. Like, I understand. I'm quite realistic in the sense that I understand why, like that you make certain decisions because what I'm trying to say is when you're young, it's easy to say and say like when you're older, when you look back on situations in which you were a teenager, like, oh man, that. But you're looking at it from your reality as a person in their 20s or 30s. But it's easy to forget when you were younger. And screen is lagging. Man, I don't understand this, man. Something, right? Is this gonna help? This might help. How can my Wi-Fi still be so bad? Is it better now, guys? How much do you bench press? 110 kilograms. It's lagging. It's still lagging now? Much better. I literally moved my computer a few inches. A few inches, that's it. I feel like the Wi-Fi is still quite shitty in general terms. If you look at like how the how far we supposedly are with technology. I have the same issue in my apartment. Like if I go a few steps to the back of the apartment and I try to stream, the quality sucks. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. All right, guys. The worst part is when questions don't come. Because I get tired, man. I get tired of saying the same shit and having to like keep them talking. So yeah, did you play basketball or football growing up? Basketball, yeah. Basketball, that was always my thing. Still is. I still play basketball. Um, and I'm a huge NBA fan. I still watch NBA. I love basketball. That's been my thing my whole life. How tall are you? I'm 1 meter 94 centimeters. So that's about 6'4", if I'm not mistaken. So I always used to play the center position or power forwards, but I was more of a shooter than anything. I always wanted to take 3 pointers. But the coach said, "You're tall. You should go and be under the ring at the hoop." Have you ever watched an anime before? And Dragon Ball Z. I was a huge Dragon Ball Z fan when I was a kid. I love Vegeta, Piccolo, all the bad guys, especially Vegeta. My favorite cartoon growing up was Dragon Ball Z, Power Rangers, which wasn't a cartoon, but fuck it. I used to watch Spider Man as well, the Spider Man cartoon, and Pokemon. How could I forget? I used to watch Pokemon religiously. And my phone just decided to fall out of my pocket. God damn it. Don't you hate it when that happens? I'm wearing these basketball shorts. Lisa, how you doing? Shout out to Scotland. The old Spider-Man was fun to watch. Yeah, guys. So about the quality of the stream, I'm really trying to take this quality to the next level. Yeah, my phone is okay. I ordered a new camera. I already got the microphone, and I'm gonna try to not try. I'm gonna make the stream quality better, so that the image quality is really good, and the audio will be really good. Looking like nice weather. What's up, Betsy? Shout out to one of my favorite clients, Beth, right here from the UK. She's been making me very proud. Getting ready for an ENT appointment I forgot about. Go get it, girl. The boss just left work. Means I'm chilling. Sure, sit out, buddy. You and me both. Oatsies, have a good one. Appreciate you. See you later. What kind of drugs did you use in the past? I had a period after my cancer where I thought I was gonna die. So I never did drugs growing up. I never did. I was never into that. Not even weed. Nothing. I was very strict. I thought I was gonna make it to the NBA, so I was very anti-drugs. And then after my cancer, like I said, I thought I was gonna die anyway. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna die, not knowing what all this stuff feels like. So I tried MDMA, I tried ecstasy, I tried coke, obviously weed. That's it. That's it. Never tried a psychedelic. Never did anything else. So yeah, like the basic party starter to pack: MDMA, ecstasy, and coke. And I was happy to say that I didn't really. It was amazing in the beginning. Like the first time you do these drugs, they're really fun because you never had them before. But quickly it got old to me. It made me overly sensitive. I didn't like the effect it had on me. And I'm a very sensitive person. So when you take stuff like that, it messes with your mind. I'm an overthinker already. So I had a phase where I tried a bunch of stuff and then I didn't even stop. I literally organically grew out of it. It was never a temptation to keep doing that. Luckily for me. What has been your greatest achievement thus far in your life? Mm, well, the one that I do have, I can't say because it doesn't involve me. Not that I want to censor myself, but I have one that I can't really publicly share, as it involves a person. So I would be speaking about their private life, but I helped someone greatly. That's my biggest achievement. But so I guess my second biggest achievement is, I guess, beating cancer, remaining optimistic, turning this into a win, turning this into something positive, um, coaching people, helping people, like becoming a better person because of my ordeals, becoming a better person because of my cancer. I feel like that's a big thing. What's up, Gabby? Betsy, I'm curious if your story of the reception of death and the topic of death changed after finding out you had cancer. Well, I had a period of time, Betsy, sorry, um, where I I legitimately thought I wasn't gonna make it. I wanted to make it. I wanted to live, but I didn't think I would live. So I became very self-destructive. I would smoke a lot of weed, drive around smoking weed, like not caring about anything. The cops even caught me, and I literally told them like, I'm gonna die anyway, so it doesn't matter what fine you give me. I was very self-destructive because I was convinced that I was gonna die soon. Um, but then, like after a while, you start realizing, oh snap, I might not, things started getting better, and then I also started moving different, acting different. But now I just feel like, in terms of my perception of death, I just feel like I never understand people who are dreading growing older. I never understand people who are like, fuck, I'm gonna be 40 in 6 years. Like, that's a gift, that's an achievement, that's a present. Happy for every year I get to live. My birthday isn't like a week, so I'm very happy, really, about that. So, um, if you overcame cancer twice like me, it's kind of like you kind of feel like you're living on borrowed time in a way. So it makes things easier. I've also become less obsessed with status and achieving social, like impressing people, because I just feel like everything I do is a bonus, is a plus. I hope you didn't get offended by my comment. I feel women act hostile and aggressive towards me when I feel anxious and nervous. Which comment? I don't get it. No, man, I'm not offended. What do you do in a day? So I work out basically every day. I coach multiple clients in a day. I go live twice a day. I also cook for me and my girlfriend. I'm the cook around the house. I hike every day. Try to write in my book, and then that's it, man. A day only has that many hours. I go to bed at 10, wake up at 7. Did you have like 1% of survival rate in your cancer? No, 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 no. It wasn't like that. It's not like I overcame the odds in a crazy amount. They say women are more empathic than men, but in my experience, they're more ag- agro-relationally. It might also be because they get afraid when they see me weak. I will say one thing about women, like they often think that they want a guy who opens up and is soft and shows his emotion, but that's not really always the case. Like I've also had experiences with that where it's like women think they want a sensitive guy that just spills his heart out. But many women don't. Many women just perceive that as unattractive, crybaby, little boy, Peter Pan syndrome. It's not sexy. It's true. Like most women like a guy to be strong and secure and having the ability to protect and provide. That's just what it is. Women are not that different from men. Women want the full package. Hmm. But what does the full package mean? I think we all have like, what I think the definition of the growing up is? I think the definition of the growing up is like sacrifice, to put it in one word. I think that we all have this idea of how life should be, and when you're young, you refuse to settle. You refuse to settle. You refuse to, and at a certain point, you understand that no one gives a fuck about your demands. No one gives a fuck about your you know your standards. And that if you're gonna hold on to your standards and your demands, that you're probably gonna end up dying alone. And that's when people quote unquote settle. That's when they finally give in. And for some it takes much longer than for others. But that process of understanding that life is never going to be the way you dreamt it would be or the way you envisioned it, that's growing up. Understanding that it doesn't work that way. Just because you said you would never do XYZ doesn't mean that that's how it's going to go down. I may have missed this answer during your first live today that I was wondering, when do you get your surgery for your bottom teeth? Crosby, you didn't see the last video I posted? I did a whole video yesterday on my health update. I had surgery for my bottom teeth 2 months ago, and now I'm suffering from complications, hence me having this infection on my chin. I'm not that excited about it. I'm more frustrated about the process taking so long and getting so complicated and potentially fucking up my summer again. But you'll look great without them. Thank you, but I am trying to have them. I do want to have bottom teeth. I've had some people tell me that. I've had some people mention hey, why don't you just rock out like this? 32 years young. I'm too young to settle for not having bottom teeth, especially when I have great health care and I'm in a position and a location where I can actually get that figured out, Before my traumas and before I got PTSD, I never experienced this treatment from women. They don't appreciate weakness, they despise it. The thing is, Stars on Mars, people don't like it, and women don't like it, but guys neither. Like, when you engage and then you start talking about all the shit that happened to you and all the stuff that it's like people just they're not trying to hear that, you know? So that's why it's important that you figure out your own pain, your own struggle before you try to engage in relationships. Like, you're not fit for a relationship, you're not fit for dating if you still feel the need to bring up all your trauma and all these things. You need to figure those out first. That's the harsh truth. I learned that as well. Like, I had to evolve from being the cancer kid in order for me to grow and actually be, be deemed attractive again. Yeah, my bottom teeth, Crosby, is gonna take a minute. It's not gonna be for this year. I don't think it's happening this year. Hopefully in the beginning of next year. Betsy, I'm self-sufficient. The concept of sharing the load with someone else is bizarre to me. Yeah. Relationships are tough, man. Like, people look at relationships as them being the answer, and it's the opposite. Like, it just needs more work, trust me. And if you do it right, then it can really upgrade your life, and it should upgrade your life. But the majority of letters, it's like you're sick if you're alone. If you're having the stench of being single is like the worst thing you can be in society. That's why people prefer to be in abusive relationships. People literally will prefer being in a relationship in which they get beat the fuck up, like physically beat up, cheated on, rather than being single. Because if you're single in this world, you're a loser. That's really how society looks at single people. Like, single is like, ugh, damn, what's wrong with you? You're single? Something must be wrong with you. That's our society, guys. That's the society that we live in. That's why people go above and beyond to not be single, and it's fucking sad. What's with the 2 lives a day? Assad, where you been, boy? You've been sleeping, man? I've been doing 2 lives for like 3 weeks straight. What the fuck you talking about? I've been hustling. I've been grinding, man. And never talk about what happened to me, but I get anxious easily, and it shows. But if you still get anxious, then you haven't processed it, Stars on Mars. You're not ready, man. You need therapy. You need to work on that. You're not fit for a relationship. So stop trying to force the issue. That's harsh advice, but really though, you're not ready. If you get anxious, you're not ready. Your thoughts on dating power women? I'm dating a power woman right now, man. My girlfriend. She is ambitious as fuck. She's having a great career. Very intelligent, dominant as well. And it's great. She pushes me. She makes me better. But it's also a lot of work. It's also a lot of work because you got to stand up and you got to push back. And you know, iron sharpens iron, or how do you say that? So it's like you have to choose. Either you're gonna date a power woman, and she's gonna like set the bar high, and you're gonna have to step up, or you can date a girl that is just like that just is gonna follow you and is gonna agree with everything you say and is gonna be fine with cooking and taking care of the house, but she's not gonna push you. She's not, you know. So it all depends on what you want. What city do you live in Belgium? Antwerp, close to Antwerp. It's all about choices, guys. Just understand that the perfect formula does not exist. Thank you, Gaming of Ireland. Shout out to you. I have a friend who can't function without a guy in her life, to the point the guy she's with now is absolutely nuts. Yeah, but that's a lot of women. They just need someone. A lot of guys are the same. I have a friend, a guy. He's had literally in the last 16 years, he's had 4 4-year relationships, and he hasn't been single for more than a month in total. In total, people are just addicted to being with someone. They just can't stand the idea of going through life alone. It's really sad, but it is what it is. Bye, Crosby. 20%, 25% of men never had a woman in their life until they're 30. Well, probably because they're also aiming at the same women everyone else is after. It's like people always talk shit about Instagram models and shit. It's like, yeah, but where do they get all these millions of followers from? That's you. That's the same kind of people who will complain about wages of football players. And you just ask them like, have you watched a football game in the last 30 months? If yes, you're part of the problem. It's economics, supply and demand. Someone is watching these girls on Instagram and following them and liking their pictures. So, you know what I mean? We get what we deserve. I never had a woman in my life. I'm now 20 years old. It's not that bad, man. That's not that bad. Dude, figure out who you are first. You're a kid at 20. What do you think is going to happen when you have a woman? You think everything is going to magically fall into place? Don't stress it. Such a bizarre thing for me, but it does make a lot of sense between social pressure and a false belief in that a relationship solves everything. Yeah. Yeah, but that's just the way society is built. You know, you need to have someone. If you don't have someone, something's wrong with you. It could never be by choice, right? By the way, guys, shout out to Betsy, one of my favorite clients. If you're trying to work with me like Betsy is, this is my email address, lorenz.reese@gmail.com. I'm Lorenz, aka Wounded Viking. Send me an email. If you want to change your life, get out of a depression, overcome your insecurities, take a new start, whatever you need, I got you. I'm going to be the lonely old spinster with 10 cats. Hey, if you're happy though, nothing wrong with that. I miss my ex often. You know why? Because you have created a ghost. You have created a perfect person in your head. The person that you miss doesn't exist. You have attributed all these qualities to her that are not even real because that's what we do. That's what we do with people from the past. We built them up to something they never were in the first place. That's why you miss her. Andrew, I'm gonna be honest. Every day I'm tormented with dark thoughts from the past. It's like a song in your head. Yeah, I know. But you're infatuated with the past. You love rewatching that movie, and every time that movie gets a little bit sadder, I bet that you also listen to slow emotional songs and you feel like every song is about your situation, right? Yeah, man, I've been there. Um, All I can tell you is that all that shit is not real. That's your mind playing tricks on you. Watch the thinker. The voice in your head is not you. It's not you. People think, oh, it's my intuition. It's my core talking to me. No, it's not you. Learn to watch the thinker and dispel the stupid ideas of the thinker. Andrew, what you need is something to really spend your time on, actively have a real purpose and a goal, and then you will stop replaying that old movie from the past. People love so much, they love when love hurts. It's really true. They just love, soaking in melancholia, thinking about the good old days, listening to the XX. Ah, the world is gonna keep spinning. Nothing is gonna get better. Fondue Edge, good luck. Betsy, I try to take past relationships as lessons, and I know when to walk away if it's not healthy, and so on. Good. That's how it should be. Some people love to be angry and hating the world. True, but most people just feel like I write about this in a book as well. The problem is we're constantly being spoon fed music and movies that are actively describing things that have happened to us. You think that's a coincidence? You think it's a coincidence that we can all relate to every Chainsmoker song? It's like, damn, that sounds just like us. No, they're doing that on purpose. They know exactly what to say in the lyrics because we all go through the same shit. Where none of us are special. Guys, just look at the sheer amount of typical sad, oh my god, my summer love is over songs being pumped out in September and October. Like clockwork, every September, every October, there's a bunch of these songs on the radio with a topic about, I'll never find someone like you. Because they know that a bunch of people went on vacation in summer, had a few summer loves, and then they're gonna be playing that song all throughout winter, reminiscing, feeling like this is what happened to me. Yeah, it's on purpose. All that shit is like by design, and it gets in your head. That's why you shouldn't indulge in entertainment too much, and don't indulge in music too much. It fucks with your brain. You can have like the most shitty relationship and then break up and then listen to the wrong music, and you will swear that the relationship wasn't that bad. Typical country songs. Lorenz, I don't consciously bring the past up. The same thoughts come up like a song, I cannot turn it off. I know you don't consciously do it, but the reason that you're thinking about it is because your brain is not busy thinking about something else. You see what I'm saying? Mm. I listen to rap, no love song for me. Well, most rap songs are love songs anyway. Everything can be broken down into two categories: escapism and connection. Hmm. Very true, Betsy. Very wise comment. Separating fantasy from reality is very important. I agree. I absolutely agree. The art of humanity and how to use it. Yes. Andrew, email me, buddy. This is my email, lorenz.trees@gmail.com. Sounds like a good idea. I thought it was this grandiose idea to do a live outside, but I don't know if I like it that much. A lot of background noise, too. Stars on Mars. And the women that you want are not attracted to you. Isn't that ironic? See how that works? We love it when people turn us down. We love it when we're not good enough. We love it. We fiend for it. That's why when we get dumped, we swear that they're the one. It's our ego talking. Is it normal to not be certain of what you want to do with your life at 21? Dude, it's normal to not know what you want to do with your life with 28, 29. You got plenty of time. Just don't make a baby. Don't get married. Don't settle down. Go out there, discover the world. I'm 34 soon. Nothing wrong with that. I'll be 34 next year. It's a beautiful age. We still got a lot of stuff ahead of us, buddy. All right, guys, 38 minutes in. I'm going to check out. Thank you for being here. This is my email. If you want to hire me, lorenz.trees@gmail.com. Before I go, hit the thumbs up. What's your success rate with coming up to women and talking to them? Dude, I don't have the rate, and I don't talk to women. I've been in a relationship for 2 years. I meet most girls through Tinder. Dude, Tinder is like the lowest of the lowest hanging fruit. I would never recommend Tinder, and then it has very low quality people on there. And I hate to break it to you, Tinder sucks. Tinder is the most superficial app. Like, imagine just like basing a conversation based off of how you like each other's Instagram pictures. It's insane. Yeah, Tinder is not the way to go, man. You're not gonna find any like real good woman on there. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. All right, Stars on Mars. Big shout out to you as well, buddy. I'm out. Have a good one. Peace.